Word.
A lot of people on the comment sections are trying to, make everything about her past significant other's death. And they're trying to pin it on her in comment sections. Do you think that's like a possibility, or is it just reaching?
You talking about the young man that died?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, hey man, I didn't really know him. He was reaching out to me, wanted me to interview him. I told him I was Team Blueface. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Only thing I know is that when she stole the G-Wagon, that's who she was headed to. I do know that he was there during the birth of the child. I do know they was interacting with one another. As far as what was going on in his life, who he had issues with, beefs with, I couldn't tell you. Now, her sister kind of said some, or insinuated some things.
Yeah.
And law enforcement has been real quiet about that investigation. So I would hope not. I hope not, but what happens in the dark gonna come to the light.
Facts. Now, you obviously are somebody that had a relationship with some of the most pivotal people in the industry. From Suge Knight, Big U, Game, obviously, which a lot of us come to know you from when we were fans of Game and when he was out there dropping music, especially when you took Stitches out of his shoes.
Shout out to Stitches. That's my partner, man.
For real?
Oh, you fuck with him?
Partner. Yeah, he called me at least once, twice a month. Ever since then, I mean, when they lined Stitches up. One of our own sent Stitches at us. And told him if he go do this, he can get some clout. And never warned him about who the team was.
That's a big boy too.
But I mean, shit, we come from where we come from.
Yeah.
I tell people, bro, I ain't never seen a press with his chin. 600, what it take? 3-4 pounds of pressure for the chin? That's it. I ain't, he can get to that chin. You know what I'm saying? I used to back on 315. So I know I'm gonna deliver. If I land that, and I'm screwing and overhand and everything I'm throwing. So if that motherfucker land, your ass is in trouble.
Get out the way.
And being you short, if we landed and don't knock you, if we wobble you, we taking you to the earth.
That's more about
I always tell people I'm not sitting there fist fighting.
No, I'm not boxing nobody. I'm not doing what you mean. Nigga, box. I'm trying to get you out your way. When that don't work, we going to the dirty shit.
The first thing he said to me when he pulled up, it was short.
Boy, short can call it nothing. Look, bald head people can talk about bald head people. Big nose people can talk about big nose people. Short people can talk about short people. That's a whole little thing. But nah, man, salute to Chrisean, man. Her and her continued success. And look to seem like she's trying to find herself. And whatever in her endeavors.
Yeah.
I think he should get out and take some time to himself. He's dealing with parole. A lot of the antics and shit that went on can't go on. And to violate him. I think he should take some time to himself to see if that's what he wants. But other than that, man, close some of the open doors, get some of the things figured out so people really know what's what. And other than that, man, shit, keep living and wherever the crossroads cross, and that's what it is.
I'm imagining that you still speak to him. You still have conversation with him.
Yeah.
Is he in good spirits right now?
Yeah, he really doing his time because he really don't be on the phone that much. He call you. He be real brief about what he doing. He focused. He coming home this year. You know what I mean? So,
nice.
That's one situation that bothered me. It broke me down because I didn't want that for him. I was trying hard to keep him from having to go through what he's going through. And, for a while I blamed myself. And I used to be on him. Like, he'd tell you, I was on him. I'm like, bro, I know where this going to lead. I mean, I beat like 5-6 cases. Y'all watch me beat some shit, freeway shootings, attempted murders. I was beating shit. But the more I beat it, nephew like, shit, you just go get me out of it. I'm like, yo, bro,
it don't work like that.
You got to slow down, man. So it's like, it really, it bothered me that he was actually in custody and actually in the county jail and doing time. I kind of felt like I failed him, and everybody like, Wack, bro should be doing 20 years by now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't really wear that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, You know, but he on his way back.
They did some type of interview with him, and he actually looked like he was in good spirits.
Yeah,
like he been working out a little bit. He was talking about just keeping his mind right, and
you gonna find yourself in there, or it's gonna find you.
Well, that's what he said. He said, "You do the time, you don't let the time do you."
Exactly.
And so that lets you know he probably speaking to the right people too.
I told him that a long time ago. He said, "How did you do all the time you did?" I said, "I did the time. I didn't let it do me." And it's probably a lot of things revisiting his subconscious, that I told him as he's sitting there. You know what I mean?
Like,
but he's a very. I used to tell him he's the smartest dummy I know.
Man, that's the worst though, because it's like I want to help you, but I can't do it for you.
He's highly intelligent, but he's gonna test the waters. Blueface is going to test the waters.
Yeah.
Just because say, he gonna say, well, maybe you ain't doing it right.
Yeah.
That's nephew. You know what I'm saying? Gotta love you.
Now, back to the game. We know that the game had what seemed to be a very simple case that put him in a real bad situation financially, and they're now forcing him to sell the mansion, which I believe is like under your name. He's gonna sell a $9 million mansion.
No, I think I think a judgment is on him. This really is a case. Really, it was crazy because it ain't like he ducked court. He was his dentist physician told him not to fly because he just did a bunch of crazy, I don't know, root canal, whatever he did, some surgeries. The dentist even sent a letter in to the judge, called the judge. The judge said he wasn't hearing it and ruled it against him. The original thing was only for $2 million.
Yeah.
And because they feel like he didn't show up to Chicago, they shot it at $7 million. This shit been going on over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So
I thought he had made some post afterwards that the judge ain't like, acting like he was partying later or something like that.
No, I really don't. See, here goes the thing. When I got that property, nothing about her she wasn't there. 40 Glock was there. I had to, whenever you go buy something, you got to clear title. You know that, So anything that's there, you got to clear it. You can't. It was 40 Glock was there. It was like maybe 2-3 liens. Maybe about 40 Glock was like 180. It was maybe like $230,000 of things that I had to clear.
Right.
Which I cleared them, and we went through 2 phases of it: a hard money loan stage to obtain the property, and then the conventional, because you can't had hard money interest rate crazy. Then the conventional, so we had to clear title twice, and she was never there.
I don't know. She ain't supposed to even know about the property.
She wasn't there, so I don't. Whatever she was doing, maybe her legal team was slipping. I don't know. I don't know what she had up. I don't know the lady. You know what I'm saying? So to see what really went on is kind of like it's like an injustice, because it's like they attacking something that had nothing to do with nothing.
Just trying to get him wherever they can.
Yeah, wherever. It ain't like he ain't paid her no money. I mean, she didn't collect it.
But wait,
$2 million.
How do you stay ahead of all this? Between Ray J, between Game, between Blue, how do you keep your head on straight?
Well, all my artists, believe it or not, they're self-sustained bosses themselves.
But they all crazy, damn near crazy.
Yeah. Well, I understand them all, and I know when I gotta watch Ray J. I know when I need to get up under him. Game is pretty much on autopilot. Yeah. If you think about it, this been really his only mishap. And shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's one of these situations. We look at what's going on amongst our people. We look at the Cassie Diddy thing. Before this trial started and the questioning started, everybody looking at Diddy like, oh, you foul. But now when she gets up there and the actual evidence comes out, he ain't as foul. This is what they was doing together. So,
he's kind of foul for letting her come on his nipples.
Yeah, but we don't know if that's true or not, because you got to remember, we're in a situation. Diddy went wrong when he took Young Miami and did what he did with her and put the light on her. That's when she got mad, because that's what she already wanted.
What it was.
So do I think Diddy had her screwing another dude while he watching? Yes. Do I think he was in the corner masturbating while he watching? Yes. Do I think he was giving instruction? Yes. Right? Do I think he gave instructions on what he wanted to see them do? Yes. Now, The thing is, then he calls me into another room and asks me to rub cum on his nipples.
That's weird.
I think that's her little 5%. Let me
Fire in
embarrass your punk ass because I'm mad at you. Because check this out: if he's doing all this in front of him, what the hell he got to go to another room for? He's telling them, shoot it here, do this.
Right.
Take the condom off. Right. So you don't got to go to another room and say, okay, now.
We already knee deep in some bullshit.
That's
Also, to probably make her husband feel a little bit better too, right? Like he's got to be going through it.
Well,
right
now,
now.
well, her husband ain't, because it says in there, he was still hitting her while she was FaceTiming. So
Oh yeah.
That shit confused the fuck out of me. Because did they FaceTime and they just talked and act like nothing was going
Diddy
on?
was probably behind it. Man, we all done did some crazy shit.
Yeah, word.
I didn't been hitting something while they on the
Talking to
phone.
their mama.
What they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just keep talking to him. I'm whispering in the back. Right? I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so,
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Maybe he had something going on, but at the end of the day, a lot of people, and it was crazy because people always like to leave game out of the conversation. Who's the top 5? Who's the top 10? Who's done things for the community? Who's done things for the children? You know what I'm saying? They always leave him out. And I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He took the West when the West was dead and brought it back.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So
Back by Dre, back.
yeah, Cool and Dre, them was our brothers over there. We can't even get him no money. We need a studio for 2 weeks. How much? You just give us the key. They won't take no money
That's
from
good
us.
people's right
Yeah,
there.
right. Our brothers for a long time. But I believe that it's a minor setback for a major comeback.
But for Game, is it because he just doesn't ask for it?
He shouldn't have to ask for it because he earned it.
Because he don't showboat it. He doesn't do content really. He's not posted on his story.
Nah, he earned it. I mean, he didn't been in this game 20 years plus. He's one of our cats off the West Coast that can still go overseas and do a 30, 40-day run and do it how he want to do it, when he wants to do it, work when he wants to work. He only gives the industry 180 days a year. The other 6 months he dedicates solely and primarily to his family.
Kid and daughter.
You know what I'm saying? To his children. So, he'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? He's dealt with worse. He'll be all right. He's a survivor. You know what I mean? I didn't seen him dog pedaling before. And then turned into the dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, he'll be all right.
That might be
Mr. Chuck Taylor, he'd be all right.
Some of his best shit is when his back
He'd be
against
all
the
right,
wall
man.
and he got that burden.
So